Hi, I'm Deb, and welcome to my YouTube channel, Yoga Bites with Deb. Today we have a practice that's designed for if you have a sore back. You know, we all get it, whether it's from too much exertion, working around your house or your job, or the glamorous way that I injured my back, which was while I was sleeping. As you get older, this is what happens. So this practice, it's about 15 minutes long. It'll help stretch out that low back area, and hopefully you'll feel more comfortable and able to go on with your day. So I hope you'll join me lying on your back. Come onto your back. So just lying on your back, we're going to stretch the left leg out and we're going to hug the right knee in towards the chest. So a lot of times when we have a sore back, you might be able to connect with it in this posture, Apanasana or wind relieving pose. So we're hugging the thigh towards the belly. Taking a nice big inhale. As you exhale, you're bringing that leg in a little bit closer and you're just noting how your low back might be feeling. You might feel it here if you have some tension, or it might just feel really nice as a nice release. Deep breaths. And then I always find twists nice and helpful to get into that low back. So I'm going to extend my right arm out. I'm going to cross the left knee over the body, keeping the shoulders on the mat. Maybe look over that right shoulder. And then just breathe. Maybe you notice where the tension is in your body and you imagine you're breathing into it. Bring your head to center. Slowly bring your knee back to center. We're going to bend the left knee, flex the right foot, right ankle on that left thigh. And you can stay here pushing that right thigh away from you, or with your belly in, float the left foot up and maybe thread the hands around your left thigh as you pull your left thigh towards you and push your right thigh away from you. So sometimes low back tightness maybe also leads to a little hip tightness here. So it's nice to release some tension from our hips as well. Deep breaths, gently pulling that thigh towards you as you push the right thigh away from you. And then release the hold, lower the foot down, keeping the ankle on the thigh. Another twist, drop the knee to the left. Maybe hold on to your ankle with your left hand. Push the right knee away from your body. So you don't want it to come towards you, push it away. And you might choose to extend your right arm beside your ear or out at shoulder level, whatever feels comfortable, or just by your side. But again, here I find I always feel this top of crease in my hip into the low back. Deep breathing will help relieve some of this tension. Lower your arm down, bring your legs up to center, uncross. We're going to hug the left knee in and stretch the right leg out. So gently pulling the left thigh towards you. With each exhalation, you get a little bit closer. With each inhalation, taking a nice deep breath. And just observing, how does the low back feel on this side? Is this where the tension is? Taking that twist, extend that left arm out. We're going to cross the knee over the body, keeping your shoulder on the mat. So we always want to move slowly and mindfully, especially when we might have some tender areas in our body. Slowly untwist. Bend your right knee, flex your left foot, left ankle over the right thigh. Just stay here, pressing that left thigh away from you. Or with your belly in, you might lift the right foot off the mat. You might wrap your hands around the right thigh. So right thigh towards you, left thigh away from you. Breathe. Slowly lower the foot down. Belly is in. Drop the knees over to the right. Maybe the right hand grabs for your ankle as you push the left knee away from you. And maybe extend your left arm up or at shoulder level, wherever it feels comfortable. Breathing into that left side. Melting the tension away. Lower your arm down. Bringing your legs up. Uncross the legs. Nice and slowly. So draw your belly in, roll to your side, tuck your chin in, and let's bring ourselves up onto our hands and knees. Spreading our fingers wide. And then we're going to push the ground away into our cat back. Tuck the head, the tailbone under, so really spread the shoulder blades apart. Inhale, lift the head, the tailbone, let the belly be soft. So really connect with the muscles around the spine and into the entire back. Exhale, move with your breath. Inhale, cow. Perhaps the next time you come into your cat, we're just going to pause and breathe here. Coming into a nice flat back, belly is in. We're going to push our hips to the left and look over the left shoulder. Inhale to center and then push the hips to the right. Inhale to center. Observing any sensations as you do. All right, bringing yourself back to center. Curl those toes under, bellies in, knees up, push back, and then tilt the tailbone up. So coming into our down dog, hug those elbows in. Let's just pedal out our dog, bend one knee and straighten the other leg, and slowly switch. So you want to really focus on that length through the spine, stretching it out. Should feel nice. So we ease into the posture by bending our knees, and then we come into our posture. So maybe both knees are always bent for your down dog. Totally fine. Maybe you work to straighten them a little or a lot. Just make sure you don't round the spine, that you don't shift forward towards your wrists. You've got that length through the spine. And then from here, we're just going to walk our hands backwards to meet our feet as we come into our ragdoll. So your feet are hip distance apart. They could be wider. Bend your knees, lay your chest on your thighs, let the head dangle. You can let your hands pool on the mat or fold the arms. So you want to be really passive with the upper body. And you want to keep your chest and thighs connected. So bend your knees really deeply, deeper than you think. And just relieve some tension for the low back. If it feels good to sway, you can choose to sway. If it feels better to stay still, you can stay still.
Long, deep breaths, upper body just tumbling over, not holding up at all. Let go of some tension through that low back. And from here, we're going to come into a squat. So if squats aren't good for you, maybe stay a little longer in this ragdoll posture. But if you can do a squat, maybe heel toe your feet a little bit wider, turning your toes out, and then just slowly start to sink down. Sometimes I just lean from side to side on my feet a couple of times before I can come all the way down. Your heels might be lifted or on the mat. Maybe you bring your palms to your heart and lengthen that spine. And then we're going to gracefully take our seat. We're going to come into bound angle pose. So soles of the feet, I'll face you. Soles of the feet together, knees drop out to either side, maybe holding on to the ankles and maybe coming forward. And then you can stay in the center. You might choose to lift up, and I'm going to turn first to the left and just sort of extend my arms out and bow down. My right arm might extend a little bit further to really stretch that right side. But soften as much as you can. Maybe staying low and walking your hands slowly over to the other side, to the right side. Extend that left arm a little further if you can, and bow down. And slowly walk yourself back through center, bow back down. Letting all tension go. And then slowly walking up, help your knees together. We're going to flip back onto our backs again for one more twist. So lying on your back with your knees bent, I'm going to cross my right knee over top of my left knee and extend my arms out. Just shifting my hips to the right, and I'm going to let my knees drop to the left. So chest shines up towards the ceiling, and maybe turn your head to the right. Deepen the breath, soften the body. Bringing your head to center, bellies in as you lift your knees up and uncross. Going to the other side, left knee on top of right. Shift those hips to the left and then drop your knees to the right, turning your head maybe to the left. So these twists are like wringing out any tension here. I find they really help me get into the low back. And bringing your head to center, bringing your knees back up, uncross them. And we're just going to end with our happy baby pose. So hug the knees in, spread those knees apart. So very important that we keep the tailbone on the mat. So sometimes with tension in our body, the tailbone might lift off the mat if we lift our feet up and try and grab them. So maybe you need to go a little lower. So spread the knees apart. Your hands could go behind the thighs, and you just lift those feet up. Keep that tailbone pressed into the mat. Maybe take your hands up and grab hold of the ankles and press them down. Or if it's available, you could grab your whole foot. And I find this just feels very nice for the entire spine, pressed into the mat. Deep breaths. Release the feet, pull those knees in, maybe a few circles to massage that low back. Circle in the other direction. And I encourage you to pause if you have time in Shavasana. You can click on the next little video there. If this is all the time you have, though, then that's the end of our yoga bite for today. And I thank you so much for joining me. I hope your back feels a little bit better, and I hope you have a great day.